When I was refreshing myself on some of these techniques and concepts for this course, I'd forgotten about how in the early days of microphones, most of them were omni, and that meant that they could record everything in a 360 degree around them fairly well and fairly equally. So if it's doing that, it's kind of obvious that it's not rejecting much of anything. An omni microphone works great in a great sounding room. They do a lot of things that we discussed earlier better than the other types of microphones. And somebody tried to figure out a way to be able to contain various types of patterns within one microphone. So they superimposed a figure 8 microphone on top of an omni microphone. They reversed one of the lobes of the figure 8 and got a cardioid. And as you alter that ratio of the two lobes, one's negative and one's positive, you can get various types of cardioids. You can get hypercardioid, super hypercardioid, and then all the way up to shotgun mics, which I don't have a clue how they work. I know they work. So it's kind of neat that you can have a microphone and just flip some switches and get all these different patterns with just one microphone. That's very useful. A cardioid pattern is particularly useful in a room that doesn't have a very good sound. So you want to get the sound source without too much contributions from the room itself. If you've got a better sounding room, the Omni gives you the options to use a certain amount of that sound to enhance your recording. And then the figure 8 pattern by itself is usually contained in a ribbon microphone, and it has very good side rejection. So all of these patterns, you can use your imagination, and you can kind of guess where they work. Obviously, the cardioid is going to work good for live situations, and the Omni wouldn't be good in a live situation. So the patterns aren't necessarily giving us a better sounding vocal. They're mostly giving us more of the vocal and less of the surroundings. So you can determine how much of that you want in your vocal and use the patterns to do that.